Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed about the JavaScript and IoT, right? Today we'll be discussing about the advanced SVG manipulations with the help of JavaScript, right? So JavaScript allows dynamic manipulations of SVG elements for interactive and animated graphics directly in the DOM. Again, I'm telling this is very simple topic. So JavaScript allows dynamic manipulation of SVG elements for interactive and animated graphics directly in the DOM. Let's see a very simple example. Let's try to implement this one with a very simple example. Initially, let's create the SVG elements, and then the second one, let's animate the SVG element with the JavaScript, right? Let's initially create the SVG elements. I'll quickly come here. Let's create the circle. I'll just give SVG here. Let me give document. Let me make use of the document dot create element of within this one. I just pass the URL. Let me quickly give here http w.w3.org. Here, let me pass this one SVG. So here within the string, I'll just give SVG. So SVG, let's make use of the set attribute, right? I'll just quickly go with set attribute of, let's set the width to 100. Also, let me copy the same thing over here, entire line. Instead of typing this one here, this one has to be SVG dot, not comma. Yeah, this one, we have set the width already. I'll just change this one to height. Let it be 100 itself. Again, let me consider here circle, variable name circle, and again same thing. Let me make use of the document dot create element. So here same thing. Let me copy the same thing over here. Just give me a second. Here, yeah, this is fine. Instead of the SVG, I'll just give here circle, right? So I hope this is clear. Let me make use of the circle dot set attribute of, let me give here cx, comma, let's set the value 50 within the strings. Let me copy the same thing and change the value here. Let me do one thing here. Let me copy the same thing. Sorry. Thrice. I'll just this one, let me set this one to the cy, and here this one will be r, and finally this one, let me give fill here. Let's change the values. This will be 50 itself. I'll just make this one to 40, and finally this will be you can give any color. In my case, I'll just give here blue. So we are just creating the circle with the color blue, right? So I'll just let's just append the circle to the SVG by making use of SVG dot append append child. Sorry, this has to be append child of circle. Finally, let's append the SVG to the body, right? So here quickly let me give document dot body append child of SVG here, right? So if I try to run the code, sorry, we need to do this one in the VS Code, right? So let me quickly open the VS Code. I'll just create two files here, index.html, and let me create JavaScript file as well, index.js. I'll quickly come here, here let me link this one to, let me link the JavaScript file. So here I'll just give index.js. I'll quickly paste the same code here, right? So I'll come here. Let me click on open with live server. So we are not able to see anything, right? This one, let me close here. Let's see what is wrong here, right? Just give me a second here. Here, this has to be document.createElement ns. Same thing goes here, document.createElement ns. So here now, now we can see, we are seeing the circle with the color blue, right? So I'll quickly explain what I've done here. So this is simple example of creating the SVG element. We have created a circle with the color blue, right? So I'll quickly explain what I've done here. Create element ns, what we are doing here. Here also we are making use of create element ns, and here also we are making use of create element ns. What does this one do here is, it ensures correct namespace for the SVG elements. Again, I'm telling this create element ns, it ensures correct namespace for the SVG elements. Then the circle attributes define its position, size and color. This one here we are making use of color circle dot set attributes cx, this one 50 50 40 blue, whatever we have given here, cx cy r fill. This one basically the attributes basically define its position, size as well as the color, right? Position, size as well as the color. You can set this one to any color, it doesn't matter. In my case I'm going with the blue, right? So we are getting the output which is a blue circle in the DOM. You can clearly see here. So this is very simple example of how to create the SVG element. Then let's see how to animate the SVG with the JavaScript. I'll go with the same thing. We already have the we already have created the blue or this one, right? Blue circle. So I'll just extend the same code here. I'll just give here circle dot, let's make use of the add event listener. I mean let's make use of the event listener click, right? So let's pass the function here. So I'll just give you a circle. Let me make use of the set attribute and let's give here fill along with the color red. You can give any color. In my case, I'll just give here red. So here, what should be our output here now? So clicking the circle has to change its color to red. So now initially we have the color blue. Now if I click here, this is turned into red, right? This works absolutely correct. Again, let me reload this one. Again, if I click here, this has to turn to red, which is turning to red. This works absolutely correct. So I'll quickly explain what I've done here. So event listener detects the this one user interaction here. Click event listener we are making use of, right? This basically detects the user interaction and modifies the circles attribute dynamically. Nothing but we are changing the color from blue to red on click event listener. So on click, right? So this is working completely correct. So I hope the concept of creating the SVG elements and animating SVG with the JavaScript is completely clear. Next, next we'll be discussing about the advanced browser API integrations. For now, I hope the concept of advanced SVG manipulations with the JavaScript is completely clear. We saw with the examples creating creating the SVG element and also animating the SVG with the JavaScript, right? I hope this concept is completely clear, and this is it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.